Hello. Hi Kiro, hi Crisp. Hello, hello. Hello friends. Everyone drink water. Cause holy bejeebus. A rat. Yeah, we're back at it again. We're so back with more. What button did I press again? That one. Not streamed for like a week, and suddenly every knowledge I had is gone. Anyway, we're back with the Red Pearls of Borneo. For maybe the last time? Don't forget your cool washcloth. No, it's actually like amazing. Because last time we technically finished it, but also there's more to uncover. Whew. As last time we had, I mean, there's just a bunch more to uncover, but last time we had, Lucas, Rose, and Loon escaping on Lucas's boat. After the island was being invaded by the Japanese and also pirates, who might be working together, but also maybe not. And we currently have about like 4 dead people. Jeremiah Goodwill got murdered, kind of. It was an accident. Murdered by accident. As Vitalina gave him something she got from a shaman, but the shaman turns out to be on the side of the Japanese, I believe. So he actually got poisoned. Vitalina and Edward both died basically together, as the Japanese blew up what remained of the clubhouse, and Theresa died from, I believe it was stab wounds, right on the docks, as she had helped her daughter get there. Just a little murder. So we know the fate of Lucas, Loon, and Rose because they got away. As of yet, the others are undecided. So let's see what we can find. I hope you all remember, because I sure as fuck don't. Right, there is the mysterious stranger Harrow, who is a pirate, but who we don't know yet. But we know he's there. Is Loon finding out her father is dead? Vitalina killed him. Didn't even know anyone was there. Yeah, things started really ramping up last time. Oh, right. In case you don't know, Kiro, both Cynthia is part of the MI5 and Lucas is part of the MI6, and we all know the difference between those two things. we sure do. Lucas, who's part of the MI6, is Secret Service. And MI5 is, I guess, not secret, but is like domestic counterintelligence, I believe. One MI, exactly. Whatever that means. The MI stands for... Mission Impossible, yes. There's a difference of one Mission Impossible between them. Right. Biohazard sample. Clearly Beaker works for him, yeah. Obviously. Right. Let's check the guess, because I don't know who is not accounted for at what time. Right. You two are not accounted for at dinner. You are not accounted for right after dinner? Why are you not accounted for right after dinner? Jeremiah and Cynthia Sylvia alone in the dining room, I presume. Okay, well at least I can check half of it. See who else is there. Cynthia Sophia is visibly shaking, her hands trembling as she lights a cigarette. Who was that man, Jeremiah? What have you gotten yourself into? Takes a deep breath and puts out a cigarette immediately, okay. Lit a cigarette, took like one breath from it, and then immediately put it out. Alright, we have options. We could sell the land to the Rajas. The Brooke family has been eyeing this coast for years. May not be up to you soon, Mr. Goodwill. If the Japanese invade as predicted, they will take everything by force anyway. You should leave when you can. Sell, take the money and go. As if Savine blushed a deep crypt. Share with a man? I certainly will not. That is completely improper. Mrs. Goodwill offered earlier. I will stay with her in your room. Conan accepts his master's advice and bows. He makes his way to the kitchen. And Cynthia Savine to the bedroom and Jeremiah. Okay, so Conan is there as well. Haha, there we go. Just need the puff, yeah. What have you gotten yourself into? Mistake. Just a mistake. Pours himself a drink. I must confess, I've put myself in a frightfully tight spot. I've gone on board rather heavily against the estate. Took a bit of a flyer to expand the shell beds. My thinking was, well, everyone is mad for rubber and oil now that tobacco has lost its polish over here. Thought if we could simply double the haul, we might seize the lion's share of the shell market and corner the trade in mother of pearl before the Dutch caught on. Hey! But the venture is a dead loss. That's why the Dutch didn't catch on. I'm joking. Complete washout. The pearls are quite hopeless. Wormy, crimson things without a lick of ovarian. Now I'm left staring at a mountain of dead lime and a mountain of debt. Okay. Takes a deep breath and puts out the cigarette. Alright, we have options. We can sell the land to the Rajas. Absolutely not. This is my plantation. I'm not moving anywhere. Will not be up to you soon. The workers, the Baja, they are worried too when they are perfectly calm by nature usually. If they are scared. I need to think on this. The guest room has been prepared for you. I'm afraid you'll have to share with Miss Stone. You only have one guest house, but it has multiple chambers. Share with a man? I certainly will not. This is completely improper. Mrs. Goodwill offered earlier. I will stay with her in your room. The master bedroom, you go enjoy my marital bed with my wife then. I'll see you in the morning. Alan crashed into me. Juan Bassa, are you alright? Is everyone alright? Dear chap, you're making a habit of arriving after the fire. I'm afraid I was taken off guard and knocked unconscious by the jungle entrance. Really sorry, that's terrible. But yes, we are alright. This was all my fault and it will not happen again. I don't understand. We have bloodthirsty pirates on the premises. You are acting as if nothing happened. We need to call for reinforcements. We need to secure the premises. We need to... Tomorrow. There's no urgency. They will leave us alone, for a while at least. Tonight we rest, and tomorrow you can do whatever you want. Okay. So, Canon is going to the kitchen. Cynthia's bedroom, we know that. Cool. So we know Canon was at the jungle entrance before. Something there. Do you have anything on your person? No. Fine. In that case, you go to the kitchen after. $650 projectile mirror iron lung fix on the 3 couple days. They're now almost 700. Hell yeah. Amazing. Callan enters the kitchen, wiping sweat from his brow. He pauses, looking around the empty room. Aisha? The stove is cold and there's no sign of Aisha anywhere. That is odd. She's never absent from her post. Checks the back door. It's unlocked. Where's that girl got to? Faced for a moment, a sense of unease growing in his gut. Something is not right. I feel it in my bones. I must inform Juan Goodwill immediately. Okay. Interesting. 70,000, yeah. Okay. Right. So this is gone there. I wish I had something. Do I already know about the Botanic Library? And then he went afterwards to scuttles out of the room. Right. Right. um... What do we know about the run? Are you at the veranda again? No. At the veranda this time. Hmm. I also find it in. I guess we can. Because they weren't in the boat at this hour. Oh, they're just like gone from that point. Okay. Interesting. Fascinating. We have at the chapel. Boathouse is still empty on the bed. And then lock's already up. Somewhere was here not long. Crawls back inside. Cynthia Sevilla's pinned down in the chapel, stone chips flying as bullets strafe the interior. She risks a glance out the window as sees the raft pushing off from the boathouse. Go on, get out of here. She checks her revolver. 2 rounds left. Could make a run for it. Try to swim. She looks at the beach, swarming with soldiers. Who am I kidding? I'd be cut to ribbons before I hit the water. Sighs and slumps against the wall. Well, Cynthia, you want a more exciting life than drafting wills. Be careful what you wish for. Grips the revolver tight. Right, let's make the king proud. God, that feels weird. Who is king at this? Is it not queen at this point? Who is the king? In 1940? 41? Am I stupid? Like 1941, 1942? Who's the king? Or am I being confused? Queen's coronation was post-war. Probably a George. Okay. Sure. I guess I got confused with my own fucking royal family at that point. Stands up, preparing for a final charge, but a moment of heroism is cut short as a different sound cuts through the gunfire. Sirens, boats are. She looks out the window. Rounding the headland are the sleek white cutters of the armed constabulary, and behind them a line of grey warships. The cavalry. The bloody navy, is it? It was a whole film about him trying to give a speech despite having a bad stem. Probably should have remembered that. Right. Sinks to the floor, laughing in tears of relief as the heavy guns of the destroyers begin. Pulling the trail past this hour yet. I need to unlock some more memories. Okay, so we don't have enough for like 8 a.m. Gunfire has ceased, replaced by the orderly shouting of naval officers as they unboard from the launch. Cynthia Sevilla walks out of the chapel into the morning sun, holstering her revolver. She looks out over the estate. The fires are being brought under control, but the scars on the island are permanent. She reaches into her pocket for a cigarette case, her fingers brushing against something smooth and round. She pulls it out. It's a single perfect pearl. The red swirl inside it catches the light, glowing like a dying ember. She rolls it between her fingers. Thoughtful. A souvenir, lest we forget. The bloody Navy! I know! She slips the pearl back into her pocket and lights the cigarette again. The Navy officer approaches her, hand on his holster. Relax, Lieutenant. It has to be a lieutenant, considering she's British. They're all left over there. I'm Cynthia Seville, MI5. I have all the information about what transpired here tonight. But first, I need to clean myself up. Then I will debrief you. She walks past the stunned officer towards the wash house, head held high. The superior officer by the veranda is not shocked as easily. You go clean up and meet me at 10 a.m. sharp for a debriefing. Cynthia pretends to ignore him, but smiles as she continues walking to the wash house. Bloody lieutenants. They're all lefties over there. Alright. I guess we try to uncover Moy. Moya. I guess we can. Can we build kind of? Guess not. I don't know how to get a column Aisha. Out there. Without also knowing anything about Harrow. Or having access to Harrow, I guess, more specific. Okay. I guess we got Cynthia pretty much locked and loaded then. Pizza, where did you go? Clear as board. I did for us. Be my wife. Idiot. Insurance is from pirates. He's an idiot. Swift access through the outside door. So somewhere outside from the veranda. Maybe he went to the croquet lawn. When in doubt, it's probably the croquet lawn. I'll just put him over there. No. Boo. I guess we could check Tanaka. Dining, library. I guess we don't know where he went at all. Really must back your leave. See a man about his dog. Maybe he's at the like secret beach? Secluded beach? Why don't I just put you up? Mystery times, mystery times, mystery times. 4 deaths and a winning? Maybe, listen. After all this time, I still don't know what the fuck's up with Loon, so you know, you never know. I guess I have the pearl. Where did I get the binoculars from? I guess the pearl. Cynthia. I'm just gonna go through everyone because I don't fucking remember when I got those. Please be someone I can use. You're a Tanaka. Hey, so yeah. Okay. I don't know when he got those, but I'll take it. Is where was he? Where were you? You were somewhere. You were at the library. Kitchen? No, you can't be in the kitchen. I mean, he could be fucking anywhere, little rat. Yeah, good so your art fight stuff, yay! I have genuinely no idea what we're talking about. Or went after the library. I don't know where I went. Before the study, I think. Go see Theresa. This is a 2 a.m. Okay. They're on the veranda again. Thank you, Hero. Give him strawberries, strawberries. Oh. Got a little achievement with a little spoiler. Yeah, don't worry about Artfight, but do make your guys. The guys are good. The children. Yeah. Little spoiler right there, achievement, but okay. Theresa McIntyre sits alone on the wicker chair, deep in thoughts, a glass of gin in her hand. Jiro Tanaka hurries along the veranda, intending to pass by, but stops when he sees her. He hesitates, torn between duty and emotion. He takes a breath to compose himself, but a sob escapes him. Theresa. What is it now, Jiro? Another calamity to keep us from our stolen hours. It's Tuan. It's Tuan Goodwill. What has he done this time that could be worse than selling himself to pirates? He's dead, Theresa. Which I haven't dressed out in 2 years. Listen. Sometimes it'd be like that. Theresa freezes. The glass trembles in her hand. Don't Be ridiculous. Men like him don't just die. We found him in a study. He was gone. Pulls the empty blue vial from his pocket. His hand shakes. Aunt is near him. Stares up at the blue vial. Her face is pale, mad slightly. Dead. Truly and finally. I hated him. I despised him. But I loved him. God help me. I loved him more than anything. Suddenly, shouts erupt from the garden. Torches flare in the darkness, followed by the crack of gunfire. They watch in shock as the clubhouse erupts into flames. The world is ending. Did you know? No, I'm no traitor. Marisa pours another measure of gin. Fair enough, I guess. Her hand surprisingly steady now. She downs it in one gulp. She stands up and grabs your tongue, pulling him close. She kisses. Why? A desperate, passionate kiss. You are a good man, Jared. You need to find yourself a good woman. Someone who isn't broken. Before it's too late. Touches her face gently. I have a good woman right here. I guess they are a thing. I didn't know that. That just kind of comes out of nowhere. Genuine smile spreads across Theresa's face. A shot rings out and Girodanica falls to the floor dead. Theresa stares down aghast. Girodanica's blood all over her dress. She screams. Are the strains okay? I don't know. Because for Jiro, okay, did we have clues for that? Because he was just kind of hanging in the clubhouse, and then in the dining room, and then in the library. I guess he did say, like, something about a dog in heat or something, but that was... I thought that was a joke. Right. I guess. That certainly happened. I guess she is on the veranda. Is someone else there? Is someone else there? Is someone else? I guess I do not know who shot him. Is it Dido? No. Right, and I guess the thing doesn't do it anymore because it's okay. Right. That happens. For sure. Manchester He criticizes courting abilities before Jared. Listen, I really like Girodanica. That just kinda came out of nowhere. I mean, good for him, you know? He kinda landed like my favorite woman in this game. And then immediately died, so I don't really know how to feel about it. To criticize his courting abilities, we would have to observe them. Yeah. There was no courting abilities shown here. She just kissed him. He cried and then she kissed him, which I guess is a courting ability. Have you ever tried just crying about your beloved's ex-husband that just died? Might do the trick. Voila! Cry every name. Get away from me. than crying. Right. Oh boy, I don't know anymore. Right. I could see through something that someone had. And I don't remember what. So I'm just gonna try all of them again. That one. The lighter. Okay, that's the diner. I know that one. Okay. I guess that's one way to get there. That didn't really help me, but you know. This one has 4 little bubbles, so I feel like it should give me more information than it does. Let's see. Running out to the boathouse, taking the secret companion to the chapel. Escort the ladies to the clubhouse. Jiro has her under his wing or rip. Got your mother. Okay. So they went to go find. So we have probably Theresa, Lynn, and Kana. No. Do we have an item someone has? Can I take a guess and Dieter is also gotten involved? There we go, okay. Dieter von steps onto the veranda, his face twisted in a rictus of hate. He levels his smoking pistol at Theresa McIntyre. The help would not have me, but you would spread your legs for the help, for a jab, no less, with everything that's going on. Staring at Jiro's body, numb with shock. You kill him. Whore. Fantasy. Sir, this is not the way. Advances on her, raising me. Mother! Yeah, welcome. Someone just got murdered. There's that slight logical detour. Detour or detour? Sounds better. Dieter von spins around, distracted. Kind of raises his rifle without hesitation and shoots. Dieter von Guntram looks incredulous as blood starts to pour down his face, a dark hole appearing in his forehead. He collapses over the veranda railing, dead before he hits the ground. Massive explosion rocks the estate, the ground shaking beneath our feet. The clubhouse is gone. We have to move, now. Jiro is gone, man, but Luna's here and she needs you. Mother, please! The clubhouse is destroyed. Our route is gone. We must go through the kitchen window and sneak around the back to the boathouse. It's our only chance. Yes. Yes, of course. Follow me. Stay low. Right. So they are off to the kitchen. Anyway, more people have died. Look at that. We started with 4 and now there's 6. Kitchen. These 3. Kitchen is dark. From Coven, does anything to see in this location? Hell yeah, good. Thank you again, achievement, for giving me a massive spoiler. Is this a and then there were none kind of thing? I guess. Kitchen is dark. Lung Goodwill is standing guard as Colin breaks the lock on the back window. Climbs halfway out, checking the perimeter. Looks clear. Come on, man. He reaches back to help Teresa McIntyre. Suddenly, spots movement in the bushes. Get back! A burst of automatic gunfire shreds the wooden window frame. Conan is hit multiple times. He jerks violently and falls back into the kitchen, blood pooling on the tiles. Conan! A Japanese soldier appears at the window, pointing his weapon at Teresa McIntyre. Loon Goodwill screams and raises her rifle. He shoots, and then the soldier's head snaps back and he crumples out of sight. Loon Goodwill grabs Teresa's hand. Run, mother, run! They vault over Conan's body and through the shadowed window, sprinting into the darkness towards the boathouse. Right, and then they're at the boathouse. That explains it. Right, anyway, a new one just got at it, I guess. Anyway, cool. Right. That happened. Can't you believe it? No. Everyone's fucking dying. I still have like 0 answers as to Aisha. Let the bodies hit the floor. Right. I guess we can ask where Loon. Can't sleep now, I'm coming with you. I guess they are going to the guest house at midnight. No lurking, surprise hug. Now you may lurk. Lucas Starling emerged from the small washhouse, his face pale and grim. Loon Goodwill is waiting for him on the path. It's gone. What's gone? My kit. Pouch was hidden right here on the loose floorboard. Someone has taken it. Sir, you are the worst spy. Taking things that don't belong to them seems to be the order of the night. You don't understand. I need a weapon. A revolver was in there. If things go south, that sample's dangerous. If anyone who has it doesn't know what's going on, who knows what could happen? Follow me. The worker quarters. We keep rifles in there for the boars. They hurry along the path. As they pass Theresa's room, they can hear screams from within. Ooh, God, what is that? Someone heard. Keep walking. But that sounds like I said keep walking. It's just Mother. It's best not to ask. Well, guess okay. Do I want to know what was happening in Theresa's room at that hour? Because I am going to assume some things. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because he was like... the previous hour, like, oh, I need to go, and then everyone was like, haha, you're gonna see a bitch in heat, so, okay, sure. Drags Rio Tonica into the room, kissing him hungrily. Finally, I thought tonight would never. Teresa, are you sure no one saw us? Tuan Disa, forget him. He's evil is what I've learned tonight. Things you'd want to say to calm someone down. I don't want to talk about him and his schemes. She pushes him onto the bed. Missed you. God help me, I have. Their embrace is desperate, primal. Theresa McIntyre cries out. The passionate lovemaking carries on for quite a while. Their bodies drenched with sweat in the oppressive heat. Good. Okay. There's the. Is that the subplot we've been missing? It still feels like it comes out of nowhere. I think it might be because, like, a lot of conversations have been, like, rather subtle with, like, hinting going on, and here it's just like, well, they kiss. I think they both deserve better. Like, they both, like, deserve each other because they're both great. I like them both, but I think they both deserve a better whole subplot. Like, so much is happening in this game, and this feels the least fleshed out. Everything else is still great, though, but this just kind of feels very surprising. I'm too ways to think about that happening in this scene. Yeah, imagine that. It might just be me being too asexual as well. Anyway, that happened, I guess. I guess then we add for the next hour in workers' quarters. There you have Leon and Lucas. Lucas, Sterling, and Loon Goodwill step into the worker quarters. From the window, which overlooks the plantation as the quarters are up on a hill, they have a terrifying view. To the south, the Iron Road is an inferno. That's just... yeah, railway. Flames licking the night sky. To the east, at the cove, Japanese soldiers are disembarking from landing crafts onto the sand. And all around them, the sky is black with soot. Lucas loads a rifle with practices. It's worse than I thought. There's already. There's so many of them. Lucas picks up some binoculars and takes a good look at their surroundings. Alright, I can see 6 launchers landing on a secluded beach with a dozen men in each. And the blaze is giving me a good view of what's happening by the jungle entrance, in spite of the darkness. Seems that Edward and Dieter are there with our friend Captain Ludwig Harrow. Man, Ludwig Harrow, he carries himself like a king, not a common bandit. Be infamous enough to be in the papers. Need to call Armand about this distress call on the phone anyway. I'll ask him to check the archives for Captain Harrow as well. Armand, it's Delphine. Listen carefully. I have a phonetic transcription of a call made from the plantation in Malay. Was wondering if you could translate. Delphine, my Malay is rusty. But Mati means dead. It sounds like it was claiming Jeremiah Goodwill was murdered by pirates and requested immediate assistance from the British Navy. They were due to have arrived by 9 the next morning. He lied and painted a picture of a massacre to ensure they would hurry. Well, a massacre did occur, just like an hour later. So he didn't really lie. Then another request while I have you. It's going to sound very strange, but bear with me. Plantation was attacked by pirates. The leader of these pirates was a man named Ludwig Harrow. I was hoping beyond hope that there might be some information about him somewhere. Harrow? Startling. He's a legend, Delphine. Not for piracy, but for the war. He led a guerrilla unit against the Japanese occupation. Saved hundreds from the Sundakan death marches. He's a hero in history books. I have a service photo from the archives. I will send it over to you. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Armand. Cool. I have Ludwig Harnett. Okay. That's not what I expected he'd look like. But I'll take it. Guess that means I can finally get the fucking dinner. Dinnerization. Which had like everyone. Not Kanji, not Aisha. No more secrets for this location. Good. New character enters the fray. Yeah. Hush falls over the room as the door flies open. A tall white man, Ludwig Harris, strides in. Two rough-looking locals are standing outside the room, guarding the door. He's heavily armed. Sorry to crash the party, folks. Don't mind me. Lucas is about to stand up, but Giordanico puts his hand on his shoulder. Don't. This is Harrow. You do not want to mess with him, trust me. What are you doing here? How did you get in? Where's Conan? Sit down, Jeremiah Goodwill. Conan is not coming. What did you do to him? He must be alive. Your guard dog is taking a nap, but he's fine. One of your young servants is tending to him. I'm just here for what's mine. You missed the deadline, Jeremiah Goodwill. I only just got back from Sanakan. I need more time. I don't care about your excuses. Walks up to Rose and said, Excuse my intrusion, ladies. I wish we could have met under better circumstances, but your man here doesn't pay his debts. Rose growls at him, Cynthia looks down. Ludwig pulls out a cigarette. He pats his pocket. Anyone got a light? Jeremiah hesitates, then reaches into the pocket to pull a lighter. Thank you. Takes the lighter, turns it over, admiring the gold plate. Nice piece. Solid. Take this as down payment. Well, my money soon, Jeremiah Goodwill, or I burn this whole place to the ground. My apologies for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. Please resume the festivities. Turns out Marshall scientists laughed at her and then cool. And now we can head to the jungle entrance, because that's where they are. Then we will finally know where Aisha is. Conan moves silently through the dense foliage, his weapon drawn. He spots movement ahead, a group of armed men waiting in the clearing. Pirates! I knew it. He unsheathes his blade, ready to strike. A heavy blow strikes the back of his head. Pain explodes behind his eyes, and the world tilts sideways. Adam crumples to the ground, his blade slipping from his grasp. He looks up, vision blurring, to see a tall man towering over him. Clumsy warrior, godson. A trained man like you should know to keep eyes in the back of his head at all times. Raises his pistol, aiming specifically between Conan's eyes. Hold your hand. Aisha steps out from the shadows of trees. The little canary. Have you a weakness for the stray dog, then? He is nothing but a bullet now. He is nothing but a bullet now will rouse the whole plantation. A gunshot will echo from the cliffs to the very veranda. A fair reckoning. Tie him up. Leave him here. He can't stop you. There's a terrific calculating his move. Very well, but if this bites me, my girl, he'll be the one bleeding for it. Signals this man to start with the silent. Right. So they are probably... What's that? He goes beside Conan, her hands trembling as she cuts the rope binding his wrist. I thought I could control this, but they're monsters. Checks Conan's pulse, relief when she finds a faint heartbeat. She helps him sit up against a tree. In the distance, a tall figure strikes out from the entrance of the main bungalow towards the railway. It's the pirate captain and his men. Ludwig is not going back to the jungle. He's going to the tracks. Why? What is he planning? Starts of into night following the men. To tracks. To the railway tracks. Where Skimbleshanks lives. Aisha emerges from the tall grass to see Ludwig Harrow stand by the old steam engine. His men are dousing the wooden carriages with kerosene. What are you doing? This is madness. Why destroy the steam engine? You've scared goodwill. You get what you want. I have a distaste for loose ends. I'm a man who believes in a bit of insurance. This iron road is a double-edged blade. It's the quickest route for a master to pull, or for the armed constabulary to send their guards in a hurry. Prefer my guests to stay put, and my enemies to walk. Tosses his lit cigar onto a kerosene-soaked carriage with a roar the Cardic nights, flames leaping into the night sky. Aisha stares in shock as the fire reflects in her window. Look alive, men. Let's go. Aisha screams and jumps on Ludwig Harrow, grabbing his blade. One of his men shoots her before she can strike. Ludwig gestures to his men to leave her as he kneels down to grab his blade. Not a bad attempt, little bird. You have some gumption about you. Aisha is keeling over, grabbing her side. She starts to crawl towards the secluded beach, leaving a trail of blood behind her. Ludwig gestures to his men to make their way back to the darkness of the jungle entrance as he watches her go. Ooh, first person on a secluded beach. Aisha stumbles out of the jungle path onto the sand, clutching her side. Dark stains spreading rapidly across her white uniform. She collapses near a set of caves in the limestone, her breathing ragged and shallow. Dita? Dita? The beach is empty. There's no Dita von Guntram. You said you would be here. Wait by the rocks, you said. We will sail away. You promised. She tries to crawl towards the water, but her strength fails her. Her hand falls limp to the sand as the tide gently laps at her feet, and the life fades from her. Spoiler achievement, yeah. Okay, so I guess... Right. Who do we not have mapped out? We don't know where you were. I guess you were both at, like, the jungle entrance then. Or I guess not, considering nothing happened here at that time. They were at the secluded beach, because that makes sense geographically. I'll take it. Secluded beach is empty, save for Dita von Guntram and Aisha standing in the shadow of the large limestone cliffs. Now already knows Aisha. The jungle track to the bungalows on guard at 1. Excellent. And our guest? Captain Harrow will be signaling at sundown. I have trimmed the lamp and set it upon the ridge as a beacon. She'll be glad when this is all over. The waiting is killing me. You'd best be right, Mr. von Guntram. If this venture fails, it is not merely my situation on the line, it's our very next. Have faith, my dear. The chaos will be our cover. No one will suspect it. She'll see to it that Cotton is occupied. You must ensure the company remains at the table in the dining room. Aisha turns and slips away into the undergrowth. Dita von Guntram remains for a moment, watching the time. When he's certain he is unobserved, he makes his way back to the croquet lawn. Okay. Right. Guess I still don't know where Vitalina was at that hour. And I guess she'd be in Bones' room? No. At chapel? Right. Well, see. We've gone from 4 to 8 deaths. So I'll hand back to the jungle. That's Kanan actually. So then Kanan will probably wake up here. Kanan stirs, groaning as he clutches his head. What? Memories crash back into him. The sudden blow, pirates, and someone else. Someone inside him. Somebody knows, but it's too much of a haze. No. Scrambles to his feet, swaying dizzily as he looks towards the distant lights of the main house. They'll kill them all. Ignoring the throwing pain in his skull, he stumbles out into a desperate run. And that's when he arrives in the dining room. Got the lighter. Is it just Ludwig who's there? Ludwig goes through the corpse's effect. Who's? Who else? Who's there? Which corpse? Finds a key to the passageway. Right! And pockets it. Whose body is this? Ludwig Harrow gestures to his man to get the corpse out of here. He composes himself, putting his vest back on. Splash water from canteen onto his face. Looks towards the plantation, now mostly dark save for a few lights in the windows. It's time. Gather your gear, check your weapons. Tonight, the Goodwill Plantation falls. This is Edwin. Oh, Aisha's body, probably. Who else is there? Dita. I forgot Dita was still alive at this point. Edward Bonfire stares at the body in Dita von Guntram's arm. He recoils in horror. Is that Aisha? Where are we? Because this is the oh god, the fucking jungle entrance leading to the secluded beach is so confusing to me. Because the secluded beach is all the way on the right, and the jungle entrance is all the way on the left. Is that Aisha? She's gone, but what happened? No, there's no time, but the Japanese are landing on the beach. The Nips? Here? Entire Vision Force. Destroyer landing craft, dozens of them. We have to warn the others. We have to get everyone inland. But Aisha, we can't just leave her. Deep voice booms from the shadows of the tree. He is bridled, man. There's no time for mourning. Ludwig steps into the light, flanked by two of his crew. Edward Bonfire tenses, racing the croquet. Easy. I'm not your enemy, not anymore. You torched the steam engine. You trapped us here. I cut off the escape route of a coward. I did not know the wolf was already at the door. Looks at Aisha's body, a flicker of regret in his eyes. Sorry about the girl, truly. She fought like a tigress. She deserved a warrior's death, not this. It was self-defense. My man, they are jumpy. Self-defense? She was a servant girl. She had a knife at my throat before I knew she was there. She had spirit. But arguing will not bring her back. My men and I, we can help you fight. Or at least help you escape. Why should we trust you? Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And because if the Japanese take this island, there will be no place left for free men. Looks from Ludwig to Dita, then back to Miss Brenner's demon. Fine, but if you cross us, Harrow, save your threats for the Nips, Englishman. We're going to need them. Okay, well, I'll head towards the house, through the lawn, and past the clubhouse. Fine, are they at the lawn? There we go. Everything discovered at the lawn. Ludwig, Dieter, and Edward emerged onto the croquet lawn, along with Captain Ludwig, Harry's crew of pirates. They are armed with pistols, blades, and burning torches. Edward Bonfire still wheeling the croquet man. Wait. I think I see Vita over there, heading into the house. Quiet! Crack of gunfire erupts from the darkness near the beach path. Two of the pirate crew follow. Cut down instantly. Verdammt! They are here. Ambush! Fall back. We need a diversion. The Japs will overrun us if we try to make a stand here. The still in the clubhouse. It's a powder keg waiting to blow. Oh, the still. The still is a fucking word. Fucking English. The still in the clubhouse. It's a powder keg waiting to blow. We want to blow up the alcohol. Clubhouse. The spacing is so weird there. We want to blow up the alcohol? It will create enough chaos to cover our retreats. We need to get to the main house and get Neil. Do it. Edgar and Harris hurl the torches onto the thatched roof of the clubhouse. Dry roof ignites instantly. Run! To the study! Run towards the main house as flames begin to engulf the clubhouse. Dita notices Teresa in the veranda. Splits from the rest of the group. To the study, I guess. To the study. Study. Edward Bonfire and Ludwig Harris slide into the study. They stop short at the sight of Jeremiah Goodwill's body on the floor. Jerry? Edward falls to his knees, dropping the croquet mallet. Checking his friend. He looks up, confused and devastated. He's dead. Comedy of errors. I come to collect the death of blood and find everyone is doing my work for me. Stop it. Have you no respect? Respect is for the living, Englishman. The dead do not care. Edward stands up, furious, and paces to the window. We miss the others. Where could they be? He freezes. Through the glass, he sees Vitalina and Cynthia running towards the burning clubhouse. No! Vitalina, no! As he watches the clubhouse explodes in the ball of fire. Vita! Edward scrambles towards the door. Ludwig grabs his arm. Let her go. The place is swarming with Japanese. It's suicide. Get your hands off me. She is down there. Edward breaks free and sprints out of the room, running towards the inferno. Ludwig watches him go, shaking his head. Fools. All of them. Looks around the silent room. He walks to the desk, takes a cigar from the box and lights it with the lighter he pulls from his pocket. Takes a long drag, then leans down and tucks the lighter into Jeremiah's breastplate. I believe this is yours. Ludwig turns and walks out into the night, vanishing into the shadows. Zara leaves the plantation. This was the last time Ludwig Harrow was here. He cannot be felt after that anymore. Fucking useless guy. Right. That happened. So much ago. Well, that's the railway, then that's a jungle entrance. Where are you? Jungle entrance. Ludwig and his men are walking back from the railroad tracks, looking for a spot to send them to Temmerard. So a small fire, heat up some canned food, takes off his vest, the gold lighter visible in the front pockets, and sets on the lock, sharpening his blade in preparation for fight. I guess he has... He doesn't have the lighter. I mean, he has the lighter. But I guess he is not here, because he is at the secluded beach. I don't know more. Right. Secluded beach. What are you up to in these trying times? Yes, every time. Oh, why is Dita there? Because he's not. Come to be the villain. Diamond was like, right, well, everyone did the villainy for me. Thanks, Toodles. Yeah, that's basically him. Right. We don't have an answer as to where you went after here. There, little Speth with Theresa. Swift exit through the outside door. So it could really just be anywhere. I guess at the jungle entrance at like 1. There's Elizabeth Harrow. Where do you come from, secluded beach? Yes. Dieter von Guntram, still kneeling, spots a light in the ocean. He jumps up, waving his arm strong. Over here! Over here! The light grows brighter, then another bit, and another. A whole line of them. Stops waving. The silhouette of a massive iron hull looms out of the mist. Snips. Here's the churning of engines and the splash of landing craft hitting the wall. Invasion. Not extraction. Invasion. Looks down at Aisha. With a grunt of effort, he scoops Aisha's lifeless body into his arms. Dieter von Guntram turns his back on the oncoming fleet and runs towards the cover of the jungle. Ryan. So you are there at that point. So you are there then? No. Because why would you be at it? Are you still at the secluded beach? Okay, that's everything uncovered there. Dieter von Guntram sprints onto the sand, out of breath. He stops short as he sees the motionless figure of Aisha sprawled onto the beach. Aisha! No, no, no. He rushes to her and checks for a pulse but finds none. Black soot starts raining down from the sky, ash staining his face and clothes as he kneels beside Aisha, incredulous of what has happened. Verdammt, this wasn't supposed to happen. He looks around wildly, scanning the dark horizon. There's the launch with signal flare. A roaring sound from behind makes him spin around. High on the ridge, fire consumes the railway carriages. The orange glow illuminating the scene eerily. Petting in it as in the boat was never coming and now the steam engine is gone. Looks at Aisha, then out at the sea. The Rajas aren't extracting us. We are not partners. We are loose ends. I've been played like a fool. Foolishly fools. Foolish fools. Peter von Guntram sinks to the sand, hand in his hands. Is that you? Kira. So are you not just at the jungle end? Why is my reconstruction incorrect there? There's nobody else. Foolish fools fooling in foolish foolfulleries. Or dumped. I was at the veranda at some point. It was the source of the glow. To Jude really. And one. A little bonfire arrives at the rail, stops in his tracks, his mouth agape. Bloody hell. The wooden carriages are engulfed in flames, the heat is intense even from where he stands, the tracks are twisted and blackened. Arrow's handiwork, no doubt about it. His torch the only way out. Runs towards the water tower, grabbing a bucket. He throws water onto the nearest carriage, but the fire roars back with redoubled fury. It's no use, it's too far gone. He throws the bucket down in frustration. I have to go warn Jerry and the others. He turns to leave, but spot movement near the jungle entrance. A figure is emerging from the tree line, from the direction of the secluded beach, carrying something heavy in his arms. Who goes there? Squints through the smoke. It's Dieter von Guntram, stumbling under the weight of a limp body. Dieter? Afterward, bonfire rushed towards him. Cool. Okay. Right. Guess I don't have an answer as to where you were then. You were in the kitchen beforehand. And towards the study. Study. No. I guess they meet each other somewhere. There's one in the study. I guess they could still just be in Theresa's room. at that time. They're not. It's just... Is it just Jiro? No. It's all of them. It is all of them. Fuck me, I guess. Loud knock at the door interrupts him. You? Man? Larissa freezes as Jiro scrambles to cover himself. Go away, Conan! Conan ignores her pleas and enters. I apologize, man, but I know Jiro is with you. Provide his assistance immediately and considers one. One goodwill. Ignore him, Jiro. It's a matter of life and death. Jiro looks at Larissa and at the door. He starts to dress, his face pale. I have to go, Theresa. You're leaving. For him. It's life or death. I know, Conan. I would not be saying this lightly. Let me go see what it is. Go, Dan. Run to your Tuan. Okay. Right, I guess that's everyone accounted for at that time. Are you still in your room after that? Paces the room. Okay, everything covered in this location. Teresa paces the room furious as she kicks the pile of clothes at the floor. Bastards, every single one of them. The room is frightfully hot. Don't say that after what just took place there. She wipes sweat from her forehead. Can't breathe in here, it's like a tomb. She hastily pulls on a light dress, abandoning her undergarment. Why do we need to know that? Need air and a gin to calm my nerves. She leaves her room, heading towards the front. Why do I need to know that she didn't have underwear on whilst everything was happening? Anyway, where were you guys? Getting back to the house. Because you guys still have the study there. One room. They're going towards the house. Jungle actors. No, they aren't the jungle. The lawn? Are they on the lawn? No, everyone's been accounted for on the lawn. Clubhouse? Lucas's boat. Study. Railway. There's only so many locations there can be. Boathouse? No. Did they stop by Burns Road? No. Boat. Chapel. No. They're just not anywhere. I guess. They could still just be at the Porker's Corners, I guess. That would make sense. Still be used later for Lucky the dog to find our scent, track her down, save the day. That's the kind of story we're running here, yeah? Yeah, I think so. Lucas shoves handfuls of ammunition into a canvas bag. He slings 3 rifles over his shoulder and hands 2 more to Liam. Take these. Can you shoot? I think so. Father taught me. Good. Aim for the center of mass. Don't hesitate. We need to find your father. He can help us figure out the best way to get out of everyone else here. He'll be in the study. Stay close to me, Liam. Whatever happens, do not leave my side. They burst out of the quarters and sprint towards the main house. Cool. What am I not accounting for? Ludwig, why are you not at the jungle inn at this point in time, at midnight? What else is going on? You're not at the jungle entrance. Because you're not, right? You're not. You're not a secluded beach. Are you at the railway? No. I guess you are at the jungle entrance. I guess there's something else. That I don't know about for some reason. What's wash house? The wash house was at the guest. Cynthia has everything in that location. Looks around the estate, watching the Navy officers rebuke the last of the Japanese soldiers back to the jungle. The sound of gunfire dissipating and slowing down as they regain control of the plantation. Young soldiers are running around, attempting to quell the clubhouse fire, while tobacco drying sheds by the railway are but a smouldering wreck now. Enters the wash house and sits down next to the Shanghai jar. She dips her head in, the cool water washing away the exhaustion on her face. Carefully places the pearl on the countertop as she gets undressed. We leave her there till the solitude of the ladle bath, contemplating her fate and the fate of her comrades as she attempts to wash the suit of Borneo from her skin. Right. I guess that's her accounted for. Maybe. I still don't know where Vitalina was at, like, the very start. She just at, like, where are you? Where? Which does not... Is it this one? It's distorted. Okay. I have an echo from the Lampeluva. Shaman, an old wizened man dressed in traditional Bajo garb, emerged from below the altar. Not the land of the sick man Petrovsky, it's the master. A dark shadow clings to him, a spirit of greed and despair. It bleeds into everything he touches. Pearls, they are but tears of infected sea. Cannot but the spirits of the deep offer a bargain. A small blue vial glows faintly. Its water is blessed by the sea spirits. He cleanse the shadow from his soul. He must drink with it. One draught and the curse will lift. The pearls will clear. He's certain. It looks dangerous. Shaman bows retreats into the shadow and chapel. Within Petrovsky clutches the vial to her chest. Right. So we know the shaman is there, but we don't have a picture for the shaman. Still. Cause fuck me, I guess. Right. Which, other things are not accounted for. Who is not accounted for? Where are you at midnight, I guess, is my question. I get you are at the jungle entrance. I'm pretty sure you're at the jungle entrance at midnight. I just don't know how to prove that. Cause I have nothing really. So I feel like I'm missing something, I just don't know what. I guess, Meet me at 10. By the veranda at 10 AM. I guess. We can try for Cynthia. I guess I don't. Guess you have the pearl now. Okay, I really genuinely don't know how to get every last bit. What? Who? Because we knew everything that I should, right? Yeah. She had the key to the thing. Oh. Okay, let me check Jungle Engines one. You were here alone. There's no one else who could be here. Shab needs to remain mysterious. Well, fucking, I know, but also, fuck him. I generally don't know how to get the rest. I just don't know. I have no clue. So again, we have everything else. We know where everyone else is. Why do we have Bones Room? Nothing happens in Bones Room. Nobody is in Bones Room. At any given point. I'm so confused. Oh, we do have the key to the passageway. Is it Aisha? Okay, I guess I'll go through everyone. Sure. I don't know how that helps. I'll go to... At the shop. At the shaman hides out there the rest of the night, yeah. Mysterious... the fucking passageway. What's the passageway's name again? It's the... Secret Companion. That's the one. Okay, well, I guess the shaman was here at some point. Shaman is rummaging through some crates in the darkness of the secret companion. Where is it? They said the rations were stored here. Shaman strikes a match to light a candle. Sudden flare illuminates the shaman's face and reflects it in an old mirror on the wall. For a split second, a ghost image. I flashed the image in the mirror. It was faint, but the psychic imprint is undeniable. Left and Margaret can track him. Sure. Shaman's startled expression hangs in the air. Seated on a crate, eating rations from tin. Finally, peace. Okay. Sure. That, okay. There's the image. Eating rations from tin. Noise from the birdhouse seems to have died. And peace. See what spirits have stirred up with this visit. Guess I now can get your conversation. Everything in this location. Cool. Old wizened man dressed in traditional Baja garb emerged from below. Find the answer, bubbling in. My husband really believes in you. Please tell me you can help. But the land is sick, man. Petrovsky. It's massive. Jeremiah, but how? Dark shadow clings to him. Can it be stopped? Can you lift it? I cannot. Small blue well. Water is blessed by the spirits. Dangerous. The cure for the soul is often bitter to the tongue. Trust in the old ways, man Petrovsky. Give it to him tonight, before the moon rises. Okay. And then you are a secret companion way. I guess you would. I mean, you're not in the. Are you the person at the jungle entrance at late midnight? Probably an untitled catches up to Ludwig around the edge of the jungle. Hurry up, belay that. This cannot be designed as intended. Plantations will be utterly worthless if you put it into the torch. Ludwig turns slowly, he laughs. The Rajas. I'm in the pocket of the Triads, you witless simpleton. They don't care about the plantation, they just want to take over the oyster farm. The oysters. But the pearls, they're worthless. The pearls are tainted. Just as much as an idiot does the rest of them. There's nothing wrong with the pearls. Bone is too cheap to buy new cages. He's using the old iron ones from the 20s. They're rusting in the water and staining the pearls. The rat swirl, it's nothing but common corrosion bleeding into the neck. It's pathetic, really. Rust. It's just rust. Steps back as he realizes the mistake he's made in running up here. But with the Triads, tries to back away, but the other pirates have surrounded him and he please, Ludwig just nods, the pirates rush bubbling onto falls, stabbed to death. I just uncovered him. Guys, I just uncovered him. He can't be dead already. Right. Okay, you're here at this. That's everything in this location. Air still in the tunnels very tight. Presses on the walls, closing in with every step. Finally, he reaches the end. He locates the hidden latch. Soft like he slides it open and leads into the clubhouse. Perfect. So you're in the clubhouse at 8. New character kill. Steps out from behind the panel into the ruined clubhouse. He surveys the smoking debris, but his attention is caught by movement on the lawn outside. Oh man, what the hell? Spots a familiar figure barking at us. Oh, what's he doing here? Rogers cannot be aware of this. Why go through the trouble of getting Jeremiah poisoned quietly to avoid suspicion, only to send this brute? Makes no sense, unless Harrow is double-crossing the Rogers. I'm sure of it. Leads back deep into the shadows. Continues to watch from his vantage point. He sees Ludwig Harrow and his men move towards the railway. Moments later, flames erupt along the cracks. Madness. The tobacco fields are right there. Season has been dry. Everything will burn. The entire plantation will be consumed. It's not what the Rajas would have wanted. What's going on here? Realizing the danger, but breaks cover, rushes towards the spreading fire. Right. So you're at the railway. Heat is intense as bubbling until arrives at the railway. The fire is already spreading fast, consuming the dry grass all around. He spots the little camera heading back to the jungle towards them. You fool. Bloodthirsty fool. You foolish little fool. Why are you destroying everything? Anger replaces fear. Steps out from the smoke and heads into Harry's direction. Perfect. Okay. And then you die, so there's still a little gap. I guess would this be the chapel? No, it's not the chapel. I guess it's the club. It's not the clubhouse. Foolish fool. At the boathouse, presumably. Stands on the jetty of the boathouse, shielding his eyes from the sun. Checks the bindings of a small wooden raft bobbing in the water. Curious, where did you come from? Looks at the sea and spots a shape on the ring. Lucas's boat, a launch. Anchored so far out, this is all very queer. Makes a decision. Emily and Anto immerse the raft and begins to paddle out towards the launch. So he is at Lucas's boat. Climbs onto the deck of the Lucas's boat from the raft. The scene is grisly. Several Japanese soldiers and Royal Navy officers lie dead on the deck. What the hell happened? Stabs over a fallen sailor and finds a report. Project Mist report. Clutched in his hand. Glances, his eyes widening. Pockets the report. Project Mist report. Intelligence report. Subject: the Mist. Origin: unconfirmed. Suspected chemical trial by Jin unit off the coast. Effects: rapid necrosis of marine life, mild hallucinations in humans in small doses, and death from lung exposure. Conclusion: Mist is a weapons test. Sample has been acquired. Must return. I don't think I'll find much else here. Back towards the boathouse. Stirred in my mind's eye, I should check it out. Sure. Whatever it had been. Secures the raft to the jetty, an explosion echoes from the direction of the clubhouse. He watches as the smoke billows into the sky and tiny figures scatter in panic, running to the building. Utter chaos. They run like headless chicken, even in full Conan, the so-called head Yaga. The bunker leads straight to the clubhouse through the passage. They will be too busy running to watch the shadows. Make it there, take a look around, and remain undetected. Okay. What? Tunneling. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What did I see in my mind's eye? Okay. The web of memories is complete. Is it? I can feel the resonance strengthening. It's pulling me beyond the island. Lucas, Loon, and Rose. I can see their escape. They endured a long, harrowing journey back to England. I've unlocked a new pathway, mapped their return voyage. I can now follow them across the sea. Oh, why? How? What? Open one between Borneo and the mainland. I've uncovered everything there is to see in this location. Okay. Sea is calm, but the deck of the launch is slick with blood. Rosegood was in the cabin with a bucket of water and a somewhat clean rag. Cleaning up Loon Goodwill, who's finally stopped crying. There now, Lune. You're looking quite yourself again, though I'm sure I don't know what's to be done with your hair. It's positively unruly. As not, just leave it be. I only wish to curl up and sleep forever. Though I am frightfully peckish, I find I'm pining for Aisha's kachang and a kebab book. I would give anything for savory right now. Rose smiles with. I too, my dear. I too. The knock on the camera. Ladies, I shall require your assistance on deck shop. And Rose, I found the scissors you requested. And for you, Lune, I've managed to forward some salt beef and a few ship's biscuits. Lune pulls a face. Come now, young lady. We can't be choosy. Lune reluctantly accepts the ration and begins to chew the leathery beef with a look of grim resignation. Rose uses the scissors and begins to hack at the hem of her silk gown, shortening the Parisian finery into something more serviceable for light at sea. They step onto the deck to face the rotting bodies. Lucas drags the body of a British sailor to the rail, letting Rose struggle with the dead weight of an Imperial Japanese soldier. Wait, don't just heave them over, get their belts, boots, timepieces, and anything else of value on them. Lucas, that's positively ghoulish. Survival, Lune. We have nothing, no coins, no credentials, and the world is on fire. Must say, this is a rather rum way to spend the week before Christmas. Nips will have yen, perhaps even a bit of bullion. The sailors may have a few sovereigns, or straight dollars in their pockets. Sidearms too. We trade all of it for clothes and passage to Europe, then we reach Singapore in a couple of days. Sickened but resigned, they strip the dead of their valuables before committing them to the deep. Great. What? They arrive in Singapore and the place is in chaos. Air raid sirens are wailing. People can be heard discussing the HMS Prince of Wales and the reports having been sunk by the Japanese air raid days ago. Girl, don't cut your own hair. Everyone's panicking. Lune and Rose are held together on Collier Quay. Okay. Yeah. Watching the last of the grand ships leaving Narn. Still wearing their clothes from days ago. They've tried to clean them and restore them the best they can, but they look like they've been through hell. Lucas comes through the crowd, sets of clean, second-hand clothes in hand. There you are. So crowded here, everyone's scrambling. This was the last ship. Herta will be no more now that the Japanese are here. What are we going to do? Lucas, I'm scared. The crowd is crushing us. Don't worry, I have a plan. And we'll still have the biohazard sample. Should be able to get a hearing with the Colonial Secretariat. Yeah. They'll provide us with papers and passage on the tramp steam. One from Port. For now, I find you a room at the shop house. 2 to storage restaurants with shops on the ground floors. Yeah, that makes sense. For a couple of straight dollars. It's not much, but it'll give you a chance to rest and clean up. What about you? We'll stay downstairs. I won't be far if you need me. Ones are closed. I'm sorry, this is all I could find. I hope they fit. Don't apologize. You've done so much already. Go rest. We have a long day ahead of us in the morning. Right. But where Empress placed to secure the papers at the Secretariat and the shophouse cubicle, Rose finally scrubs the last of the grime from her skin and changes into the cotton dress Lucas got for her. She looks almost human again. Lune is famished and devours the hawker food Lucas provided. Satay, rice cakes, and various sugary confections from the street bearers until she turns a pale shade of green and curls up on the bed groaning. Lucas returns as evening falls, looking pleased with himself. It's done. I've spoken to the harbour master. We are no longer stateless. We have credentials. Thank heavens. However, it means I have to carry a job for them. We are to take the sample to Whitehall ourselves. They think it's safer with us as we travel incognito. Of course they do. Also, for the sake of propriety and to avoid any uncomfortable cross-examination by the Porth Authority, I've had to arrange our papers in particular fashion. Loon, you are now Loon Sterling, and you are to be my sister. Loon perks up instantly. Her nausea forgotten, she beams. Great. Your sister? Oh, Lucas, how perfectly grand. And Rose, I beg of you, just hear the logic of it. Lucas begins to squirm, turning a dark shade of crimson. Papers define you as my wife was the expedient choice. Man travelling with his spouse and sister raises fewer eyebrows than whatever this motley queen. Your wife? Really, Lucas? Was there no room for a distant cousin, or perhaps a maiden aunt, or even just another sister? Do you think me too old to play the older sister? Is that it? It needn't have been a matrimonial farce. Sheepishly produces 2 plain gold bands from his pocket. Shall need to wear these. If we are too inconspicuous, we must dress the part. Stares at the rings, then burns into laughter. Absurdity of it is all too much. Loon's smile vanishes. She glowers at the rings, visibly jealous. Lucas notices. He kneels beside the cot and pulls a small velvet pouch from his pocket. Not forgotten you, Loon. Fastens a string of pearls around her neck. Loon gasps, touching the cool gems. Lucas, we needed that money for food and the long haul home. You spend it on baubles. Steady on, my darling wife. We have more than enough to see us through. Taking to this marriage nonsense far too easily, Mr. Sterling. I feel like pearls at this point in time is such a fucking... like, Lucas, read the fucking room. Passage to Europe is secured. We depart at the morning tide. It's a blue funnel merchantman, not a luxury liner, but there isn't another bolt hole out of the city. I was incredibly lucky to even be able to get this. I have to warn you, we aren't heading into open water. We have to run the Malacca Strait Gauntlet. 500 miles of the narrowest, shallowest water on God's earth, and nips hold every inch of the northern coast. They've captured the airfields in Kada Alor, Star, and Sungai Batani. That means their bombers will be only 20 minutes away from our deck at any given moment. They'll be hunting for the ship's wake from the clouds, and we'll be navigating in a total maritime blackout. No lighthouses, no channel markers. The captain miscalculates we'll be sitting in the docks for the strafing run. And then there are the I-boats, the Japanese submarines. They're corking the funnel at the top of Sumatra, waiting for a few of us who don't get caught by the planes. So by all means, get your rest on now. A delightful bedtime story, Lucas. Well done. Shall take my leave then. I'll step outside, sleep well, ladies. Rose grabs Lucas's hand. You'll do no such thing. Stay in the room with us. After all, it would raise eyebrows if a husband and wife were and keeping separate quarters. The space on the floor, I'll get you a spare blanket and a bolster. Long room. Okay. Oh, I guess they're still in Singapore. The next day. Rip got woken up in the night. Everything in this location. Why is this game so long? Group got woken up in the night. A loud wail begins to rise and fall over the city. They get dressed and go downstairs to see what's going on. Lucas notices a disheveled British soldier, veteran by the look of it, handed in the archway of the shop. Say, soldier, what's happening? Nips. They've taken to strafing the city on a regular basis now. Nightly turnout, as it were. Soldier gestures vaguely towards the shattered storefronts across the street. Did you not notice the blown-out glazing? Should find a hole if I were you, and you should do it sharply. Street lights suddenly go out. Soldier laughs. At least they've learned from last time. Bally incompetence. First night, the governor left the lamps burning like a lighthouse. Nips didn't even need a compass. Bombers simply followed the lights straight to the target. Actually happened? We unlocked World 2. We unlocked the war. Soldier nods, crushing a cigarette under a battered bit. Now seek cover. You're nearly upon us. The air raid sirens start to wail again. Farming begins. A loud vibration that rattles the teeth in their gums. The ground beneath the shop house starts to shudder. The siren, get under this table. It's a heavy teak table it will hold. Loon and Rose scramble on the table. Lucas holds on tight on it. Sounds of bombs exploding get closer and closer. Blast wave shatters any remaining windows in the area. Flash shrapnel sprays all around. Blast creates a vacuum that sucks the air out of the room, popping their ears, replaced by a searing wall of heatiness. Loon, are you intact? Loon nods, a terrified look on her face. Cannot remain here to be buried alive. We must strike for the way. Let's get to the ship, quickly. Stumble into the street. It's pandemonium. The sky is sickly orange, and the air chokes them with the smell of rubber and roasted spices from the hid warehouses. The Japanese raid used incendiary bombs. The wooden roofs on the shop houses are on fire. The auxiliary fire services are already on the scene, struggling with hand-run pumps. In the crush of the panicked mob, Loon is torn from Lucas's grip by a surge of fleeing people. Say, pardon me, madam, step aside. My sister. Have a care, you brute. Lucas tries to navigate the throng with the polite frustration of a gentleman at a crowded railway station, but he's woefully ineffective. Loon is being swept further away into the... Oh, for heaven's sake. Rose shoves Lucas aside and plunges headlong into the fray. She delivers a sharp blow to a man blocking her path and kicks another squarely in the shin. Move it! Get out of my way! Loon! She grabbed Loon Goodwill by the collar of her dress and holster. Come along, we are departing this instant. Damn, Rose. You've really climbed up the ranks. They sprint for the cattle dock, scrambling up the gangway of the Blue Funnel merchantman just as the mooring lines are cast off. As the ship pulls away, the black suit of the north begins to fall once more, coating the shivering survivors. Singapore bounds behind them. Do we have to do this whole journey? Jesus Christ. I hope it goes faster. Not at this time, the next hour. Blue Funnel Merchantman was a labyrinth. Every inch of deck space was occupied by distressed British subjects. I love that that's like a thing you can click on. Official category for British refugees with no means of support fleeing Japanese occupation. I'm sorry. That's the most British way to phrase that ever. What do you mean distressed British subjects? Huddled on crates or sleeping on dirty blankets, the vessel moved with a slow, heavy rumble. It was a constant reminder that they were sending on thousands of tons of cargo and fuel, prime target for a Japanese torpedo. Lucas spent the first morning on the boat deck, scanning the horizon for the silver glint of periscopes. The rather enough, see, quite the rum. Sounds so polite. Good morning, sir. Quite an adventure, I must say. What's your story? My wife and I were in Borneo. Made to Singapore, but only just. How about you? Borneo, eh? The chaps had it uncommonly quick. Spent 3 weeks in hiding before scrambling for the causeway. Connecting Singapore to Malaysia. Raz in Singapore told us the jungle was impassable. The nips were riding bicycles through the thick of it like they were on a Sunday jaunt in Hyde Park. Same story everywhere, I'm afraid. The Royal Navy stretched thin. They've been caught with their pants down. Saw the smoke over the strait when we pulled out. Did you manage to salvage much? Are you travelling on Secretariat chitty like the rest of us DBS wretches? Giggling towards the cabin. I've my wife and sister with me. Managed a few trinkets and clothes on our backs. Beyond that, well, I suspect I'm starting from scratch once we hit England. At least you've got your womenfolk intact. My mum was on the last PO boat out in November. Pray haven't you made it to the Gold Fuzz? Prestigious and evocative landmark in Colombo, St. It's consistent of 2 main parts: Gold Fuzz Green and the iconic Gold Fuzz Hotel. I haven't had a scrap of news since the wireless went down at Ipoh. Sitting Malaya. A man reaches into his pockets, producing a dented silver flask. Careful, Lick. Some rather questionable brandy I managed to liberate in Singapore before the siren started. It's got a kick like a mule. You're a prince among men, to absent friends, eh? Absent friends, and to a short war. Yikes. When evening hits, the ship is entirely blacked out. No lights are permitted on deck. We'll make it too much of a target otherwise. Lucas walks into the cabin. You two have a good rest day today. I need it. Yes, I feel most refreshed. We also finished our rations from land. I fear my greatest challenge is yet to come tomorrow. Managing to keep the ship's fare down. Greasy mutton and boiled cabbage. Rose points to the railing outside their cabin. Lucas and Rose step out. Lucas leans against the rail beside Rose. I believe we've cleared them like a strait without a tail. We strike for the open blue tonight. Like the stars for small mercies. Rose takes 2 cigarettes out, offering one to Lucas, who refuses. She takes a long drag. Loon was crying in her sleep. Poor girl. She's been through so much, but putting on a brave face. We'll keep her safe. She's very strong. She will be okay. We'll stop the conversation when they hear Loon joining them. Singapore is gone, isn't it? I looked back at noon. It was only the smoke. Rose wraps an arm around Loon. That's an interesting combination. Loon's shoulders, pulling her close. Don't look back, little moon. There's nothing left for us in the east. From here, we look to Blighty. Lucas? Asked Loon. Still wearing the ring. Haven't taken it off since we left the quay, even in the safety of the cabin. Lucas looks down at the gold band on his finger. And at Rose in the toilet. God, why are these two starting a romance now? Guys, it's been like days. Might miss the reveal of War 3. Cabin is a stifling iron box. Rose is vigorously scrubbing a dirty pot hole with a damp rag, while Loon lies motionless on a lower bunk, her face the colour of spoiled milk. Rose tosses the rag into the bucket. There. At least now we might see the torpedo before it hits us. Loon, do sit up. We spent the morning looking like a figurehead on a shipwreck. Smell coming from the galley. It's positively medieval, Rose. How can they expect us to eat boiled cabbage in this heat? Why would you eat boiled cabbage in any form? One eats what is put before one when one is a distressed British subject, my dear. The entire phrase, it's highly necessary. Presumably since you've got time to finish. I imagine so. Now get up and put on your dress. You're going on deck for tea. Tea? We're on a rust bucket in a war zone and you're talking about social graces. Rose places the gold band on the finger. Precisely. Look like rabble, the authorities will treat us like rabble. This part of the world, starch linen, is the only thing standing between us and the abyss. We are the Sterling family now and we shall play the part. Lucas enters the cabin, his white linen jacket. Why are you still wearing fucking linen? His white linen jacket stained with coal dust. The deck's quarreling with people. So hard to get around without knocking people over. Miller from Johor, the old chap I was talking to yesterday, is pestering everyone for news and the staff are overworked. Rose walks and opens smooth Lucas's lap. How? You look as though you've been stoking the boilers yourself. Come now, Loon. The tea won't wait. Let's go. Later on the boat deck, Rose sits regally in the rattan chair. A month-old copy of the Tatler open on her lap. Lucas stands behind her, his hand resting passively on the back of a chair, his eyes scanning the horizon. Loon is leaning against the rail, staring at the white wake unspooling behind him. Looks like a shroud, doesn't it? And running all the way back to Sandakan. If it's a shroud, then it's a funeral one. Loon. As opposed to what? Is there a non-funeral shroud? I've only ever heard shroud in the context of funerals. Nips have airfields in Canada now. The entire state is now under Japanese control and we're about to go past that coastline. Fennel or Betty spots our wake, we're in the soup. Japanese twin-engine bombers. Rose turning a page of a magazine. Where did you get a magazine from? Your birthday shroud? No. You talk about something congenial, dear. Darling. Sorry, not dear. Darling, of course. I'm very British. The group of old women over by the lifeboat are watching us. They've already asked me where we were when. I told them Singapore. 3 years ago, St. Andrew's Cathedral. St. Andrew's, was it? You have a frightfully vivid imagination. Be a sport and fetch me some of that ghastly lukewarm water they're calling tea. I'm thirsty. Loon follows Lucas to the tea canny. 3 years. Erased my father in a single afternoon's chat. Lucas turns around, touching Loon's arm affectionately. You haven't erased him, Loon. Billy hit the golf house. We need to not draw attention to ourselves. Steady buffs, little moon, please. Loon stares longingly at the sea, holding back tears. I'm steady, Lucas. It's the world that's gone all adrift. Miss my mother the most, but I did love my father too, you know. And he loved Rose. Please remember that. Don't sully his memory. Lucas gets 3 mugs of lukewarm tea and starts heading back. Come now, Loon. Wipe those tears and have some tea with us. Lucas? Yes, little moon? Do you promise we will look for my brother the moment we set foot on the quayside? I'll give you my word of honor. Wonder why Lucas didn't keep that promise. Did something happen to them on the journey? I think we'll call it there. Because this game is even longer than I thought it was. And we still have the better part of a journey to England to go. I'm sure the rest will be thoroughly uneventful. Yeah, sure. I believe that. I believe that for sure, for sure. I think the game ended well. This is the apple. It is, which is wild. Because they were like right after we got to the like Loon and Rose and Lucas getting on the boat and sailing away. It was like, well, that's how they ended. But there's more to uncover, and now it's like, that was clearly not the end of the game. You just made up that that was the end of the game. Because clearly things happen along the way. Like, oh, we can get the conclusion that, like, they sailed away so they were safe, and it's like, no, apparently not. Apparently there's a whole other thing going on. Jesus fucking Christ. It's a good game though. It's a good game, but it's a very good game. I don't know what to do with all this information. So I guess we'll continue next week. Chris, remember when you thought this was a, like, short game? Just, yeah, nobody expects a novella for getting 100%, no. I expected that we would, like, uncover, like, what happened to the others, and that everyone else was basically dead. Hi, Kira. Welcome back. We're about to end. Because this game is enormous. Apparently. Because we still have so many fucking left. And we don't know what happened to Cynthia, so that might be another thing as well. But I guess everyone else is dead. If no other characters show up, which I wouldn't put past this game at this point. I mean, it could be either. Maybe they got really attached to their characters. That'd be nice. That's cute. They did really follow the advice of, like, you know, kill your darlings or whatever the term for it is. Anyway, Chris, I think this is a sign that you need to start killing all OCs. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Or am I? No, don't. Please. I'm sorry, Kira. I didn't mean to put you in distress. Meredith, welcome. Hi, Sawyer. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here to just say murder time. Let's go. You've been listening. Great. It's a promise and a threat. I mean, listen. I don't think Chris is gonna kill all of his characters. Me, on the other hand. Anyway. Writing murder mystery, someone's got to... Do they? Is it just gonna be Reggie, the zombie guy? Is his name Reggie? I don't remember. The zombie guy who's always lying down. Maybe. Sonic has a murder mystery when no one dies. I thought this game was gonna be a murder mystery, and instead it's just murder. Oops, all dead. Oopsie. Sad Jake on revolving death. Does that count? I mean, you will make Kira cry. And probably Miss cry also. Probably you might have cried thinking that. Hell yeah, go for it. Anyway. I'll go perish from the heat now, I guess. Um, that's alright. Hey, Wildbot, what if? What if what? OC's happy? Hero. That sounds really fake. The thing about that is that, especially in Fatal Flaw, point being, please don't touch yours. I will touch my OCs. Also, none of them are happy. Except for MJ. MJ is kind of happy. And Waterball. Hydroball is always kind of happy. Except for when you don't drink your water, so go hydrate. There, hydrated. But yeah, Hydroball's happy. Pluto isn't. Yeah. Jupiter is happy? And that's a bad thing for basically everyone. But he is happy. You asked what if OC is happy. You didn't specify who. Listen, program, I'm about to be happy on his behalf. Jupiter being happy scares me. Yeah, Jupiter is happy. He's all good. Everything's fine. Jupiter is having a grand old time. And he frankly doesn't understand why you are not having a good time. Anyway, before this devolves into me talking about OCs, about my OCs specifically, I guess, I'll end the stream. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye. Love y'all. Bye bye. Always feel free to talk about OCs. No. But yes, but also no. Bye. Bye bye bye.